I'm so excited. I'm shaking. I have my testosterone and I have my alcohol pads and I got my syringes and now I'm headed to go pick up my friend and because he's gonna come with me to the appointment to film for me. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I'm doing testosterone today. I'm getting testosterone today. I'm about to cry. This is real. This is happening.
Planning beforehand, wash your hands first, gather all your supplies, think about what you're going to do. So tell me what you think what you need to do. So
Wipe off the area with the alcohol pad. Prep the needle.
yeah. Did she talk to you about injection sites at all?
Yeah, she did. I know I'm doing it on my stomach.
Okay. So there are some like in the back of your arms. There's enough. I believe you can pinch an inch of good old adipose tissue right there, and on the tops of your thighs should you need to. But the biggest thing is rotating sites. I tell people to kind of think of your belly button as the middle of a clock, and just kind of think of like 6/12, 3/9. Because you're doing it every 2 weeks or every week. Every week. So that's good. So like I said, do 6 o'clock, do 9 o'clock, do 12. And by the time you get back to 3, it'll be 4 weeks, and you should be able to go in or about that. Or you can do like 1 and 7. Try not to use the same place, let's say in the 1 month period of time. Okay.
Okay.
I think you'll be able to see. I'm not sure what's her name. What's your name?
Damien. Yeah.
Okay. Sub-Q insulin. This stuff is thick, so getting it out is not a problem. You can use a bigger needle, but getting it, injecting it, tends to be a problem with a smaller gauge needle. And these are great. I love these because they're still not, because you're using 0.25, right? Yeah. Which is like 1/4 of an ml, and I'll show you what I mean. It's you have to eyeball it with these syringes, because if you go with a smaller, what you call I call it TB syringes. They're like the whole volume of the syringe itself is all just 1 ml. Okay, and so it's really dedicated lines, to 0.25 or 1/4 of an ml. Whereas you can see like there's a half, right? So
That's just what they gave me.
no, it's fine. But I'm just saying. So you're basically going to come down like 2.5, right? So there's 2 right there. See, there's the second line. So then you got to go in between here and 3. All right.
Okay.
So just try to get it eyeballed in there as best you can. I guess if we had, I can see some TB syringes, what they call a lure lock, so you can take the needle off and on. Some just pull straight off. Lure lock's better because it's just safer. And we can see, since you're only doing 0.25, if maybe we can move to a TB syringe. We'll see. All right, but they said you wanted to draw it up with 18 gauge, so we'll use this today, and I'll show you what I mean with the other. And if you don't have any 18 gauge needles, let me go get some. Stop production. So basically, wash your hands, and as we go through, just think about what you want to do. Gather all your supplies. You're basically going to need an alcohol to wipe the top of that. Alcohol to clean whatever part of your area of your body that you choose to put that in, okay? And obviously a syringe and something to draw it up in. We go get you some 18 gauge needles. It just makes it easier.
Yeah, I thought that was in my prescription. I don't know.
It was. I saw I was reading stuff before I came out here to see kind of what she told you, so I can kind of go fall in line with that, not to confuse you any more than. But looks like they didn't feel it's not a big deal. I'll give you a strip of it. Okay. Give me just a second. You sound bad, but that's one of those. In fact, they actually call them. No, they don't. They say hypodermic needles.
I like those needles, honestly, because you can stab yourself really hard and it won't go too far. Hey, look, sometimes the adrenaline gets the best of you.
18 gauge. And so, do you want to practice being able to pull something out of a vial first, just to see how it feels and get the feel for it? Okay. I was thinking that. I know. I grabbed some little just some saline, some little saline multi-dose vials that both of y'all can try and practice and see what wash my hands, right? Let's, and I'll run through it once, and I'll let you do it until your heart's content. How's that? All right, so let's just, it's that. Things just pop off, okay? You always want to open in alcohol. Give it a good little scrub, okay? And always kind of just use this when you don't have to, but just put that on there to kind of keep it clean. And while you're gathering your supplies, it gets a chance to dry, okay? So, we'll try these first, okay? And so these particular syringes, they're, like I said, they're lure locked, just basically like a screw action here. So you just take these and literally unscrew them, okay? They really need to be kept clean. There's no ways, where am I gonna set these? I'll tell you what, we'll do this way. For these 18 gauge, it's got a part up here that pulls apart, okay? We'll do this, take this, take that, and I'll put this on here, all right? Fair enough, not too difficult, right?
Yeah.
Then once that's on there, it's got the scabbard on there, you can lay it down, I don't have to worry about it getting dirty. And I'll just stick this bad boy in here, okay? I don't know how else to do it. I guess I just don't like setting stuff down. Anyway, so when you use a vial, especially a multi-dose vial, you need to displace the amount of fluid you're taking out, meaning I need to put, if I'm taking 0.25 out of fluid, I want to put 0.25 of air, okay? Because if you keep pulling stuff out, it just takes forever because it creates a vacuum, basically. So, I got that dead, try to get your 2.5 there. Agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll take the scabbard off. That I can lay down. And most of these vials have like little, just try to go right in the middle, best you can, okay? Go in, inject your air, and then you can just turn the bad boy up there so it just kind of holds there. And I tell people just pull down nice and slow, and you'll find out when you start pulling this down, it's really thick and it takes a while for it to come out. So the slower you can, the less bubbles you get.
Okay.
The less frustrating it is trying to get all those out. Not that the bubbles will hurt you because we're putting it in the fatty layer of your skin, but just it's better for dosing. You know you're getting 0.25 of all of it. So anyway, I tell people just to pull back past whatever you're going to. Doesn't matter because this is all sterile. All right. So put past your line and then hold it straight up and down as you can. Makes all the bubbles go to the top. So when you're going back up to your line, right, kind of focus on where you need to be, that 2.5 inch, right, or that in between the 2.5 there. Push up nice and slow, right. See what I'm talking about, that little black rim? Okay, pretty close. Take this bad boy off. All we're using that for is to draw up with, okay? We can discard that when we're done. So, the safest way is to do it this way. Okay? Just twist it and take it off. And we'll go in here and we'll grab this bad boy and just screw it on like that. Okay? And then when you want to take it off, it's just like that.
Okay.
All right. Not so bad, right? I know it's kind of first time. That's why here. You know what? We can use this as the. Forgot you had this nice little blister here. It'd be a nice little place to, like a little tray for keeping stuff clean. How's that? All right.
You can pause it while it is prepared.
Yeah. Watch this. Looks like so. Testosterone is 200 milligrams per ml. So you're doing 50, right? So half of an ml is 100. And half of a half is a quarter, which gives 50. So we're all over it. So here, go ahead. I'll let you do this. This is my favorite part. Just use your thumb. Just there you go.
And like, how do I store this?
You know, usually
I just keep it in that box.
Yeah, I think you just I don't think you have to refrigerate it to just make it even more viscous and hard. I think as long as it's in a cool, dry place, like in a cabinet in your kitchen. But you know, you don't want it like sitting out on the counter or on a windowsill where it's going to get hot and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Usually they mark it on here. Generally, it's at room temperature. That's a light yellow oil. See what it says about storage. Warning and shake valve with dissolved crystals should be developed in storage. Blah blah blah. Store it basically 68 to 77 degrees, controlled room temperature. So.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, if you're living in a house that's air conditioned, you'd be okay. All right, so yeah, open that, you gathered your supplies, you washed your hands, I saw you do that. So go ahead and just wipe the top of that bad boy. You just set it back down and go ahead and gather your supplies. I'm not gonna tell you, grab what you think you need. Yep.
These needles, yeah.
Yep.
This is actually happening. I'm like,
Nervous?
yeah, I've wanted this since like middle school and
Yeah.
like,
All right. That's cool. And then you just take the needle out and you just kind of, like I said, just kind of preserve that little blister pack for like setting stuff in to keep it clean, okay? Perfect. So, yep, go ahead and take that needle off, I think. I don't, you know what,
Oh,
I'm not
that's
gonna
right,
take,
yeah.
you do what you want to do. If I see you doing it, try to hold it from up here because you're more likely to touch something and make it, you know, unclean. All right? Perfect. Am I gonna be on film? Am I gonna find myself on YouTube or something?
you might, you just might.
Hold it. If you hold it like I'm just saying, it's just easier that way. Just so you can just peel it down. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and just leave it in the package. It's okay. It's
Oh,
all right.
just-
No, you're
oh,
good.
sorry.
You're good. As long as you. Only the things I tell you. The only reason I tell you is because that way you're less likely to contaminate or get something. You know, hit it with your hand or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
So. Keep going. Beautiful. Draw up how much you're gonna have to. Remember, you have to displace the amount you're taking out.
Shaking so much.
Just think about what you're doing. You're not. There you go. That's good. You don't have to cram it all the way in there because you're going to need to. Just go ahead and tilt it straight up and down. And you can, once it's in there, you can move it up and down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can move that just to make sure the knee
Oh, there it is.
You know what I'm
There we
saying?
go.
That way you
Oh,
can see
yeah,
it.
it really does have to be shallow.
All right. So push that up in there. And I'm telling you, it's really key. I mean, I'm not being a dick about it, but just try to keep it. Just pull it nice and slow. Okay. And sometimes if you hold it, it's going to take a minute for the drop to come out. I can tell you this stuff is really, really viscous. There it goes. So just take your time. Just matter of fact, when you pull it, when you're creating pressure, if you kind of stop and let it catch up with you, you know what I mean? Then you won't just slowly pull down and stop. And what you're looking for, just this liquid part here, just make sure you have enough for your 2.5. Okay. I mean, because you could push all that air and go past it, and you have to pull it back down instead of going back and forth. You know what I mean? I just tell you, just take your time, draw it like, a half or whatever. That way you got room to work with. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. You think you got it now?
Yeah.
You want to borrow my pen?
Yeah, please.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if you can't if there's some of those little bitty micro bubbles along the barrel or on the actual plunger itself, you may or may not be able to get those off. Okay. What I'm looking for is like big ones like that, or big ones around the bottom.
Oh, yeah,
that would really,
I see them.
that would really take away from or displace the amount of fluid, so you're not getting your full dose. It looks
So like
pretty.
that?
It looks pretty good. Yep. So hold it straight up and down, and slowly push it back in up to the 0.25.
Do I have enough? It looks like there's a little bit of air left.
Yeah, we can pull down again. So, like I said, you just kind of pull down some more. It's kind of deceiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you pull down, see how it's filling up here too. So, like I said, just give it a couple of whacks there. I saw you got it down, so you push it nice and straight and slow back up. You can grab it here too. I'm just saying. All right.
Okay.
There we go. 0.25. Agree with that?
Yeah.
All right. And I know you could. You were just,
Yeah.
I understand. That's why I say you can. All this is sterile. You know what I mean? From the inside of the bottle, the syringe. That's why you can pull way past it. Make sure you got enough, and you can push that stuff back up in the bottle with no problem. Okay. So I'll give that back to you. Take that off. Right. Yep.
I'm afraid I'm gonna break
You're not
the
gonna
file.
break. You're not gonna break it. There you go. So just take that, twist it completely off. Just set that down because that after you close it like that, it doesn't really matter because you can't put it back on or use it anyway. Okay. Perfect. Now you can just go ahead and set that down. Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, I have to wait.
Yeah, hang on, because sometimes with these, because they're so small, you can bend them really easy. Okay, so what I'm saying is just don't grab it from up here. Because if it does, I'm telling you, the needle will go through, you'll stick yourself, and you'll be like, ah, that shit hurts. All right, so after you draw it up and you put this new syringe on, you can set this bad boy down, and you're going to need an alcohol. And I guess you probably should use some 2x2s. I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? Just in case you really shouldn't bleed, but you might have like a little. You know? All right. So go ahead and I tell. Oh, art. What's the art?
Oh, that's
The crystals.
So,
The what?
It's like crystals in glass box.
Okay. I like it. I see all kinds of art. Trust me. So I'm just curious. All right. So I tell people, look, you can stick your thumb in your belly button and go out like this. Just kind of, basically, you want like an inch and a half. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, just pick your
Just like
spot.
right there?
Yeah. I want you to be. Let's put it this way. I want you to be an inch and a half away from your belly button. Okay. That's where the injection site is. Yeah. So go out 3.
Like that?
Yeah, that's good.
Just like
But just
there.
just pick a spot. You don't have to hold it while you clean it. I'm just saying, get an idea where he is. You'll be able to eyeball that stuff. Here pretty soon. And see, if I was looking at a clock, of course I'm not upside down. That would be 3 o'clock to me. Okay.
Okay.
So you can.
No?
Just try it. So.
Okay.
All right. You're right-handed, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you can with your left kind of reach up and under. Yeah. Perfect. That's what you can do. So let's grab your syringe. Just go ahead and grab it. Take off the top, and you should be able to get your finger. You're a lot like me in the fact that you really don't need to pinch an inch. But if it makes you feel better to pinch it up, you can. And just eyeball you a spot and just go 90 degrees. Like straight up, straight up and down.
Oh my god.
I'm just telling you, those things are sharp. Just put it in. It's sub-Q.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt that much.
I don't like needles.
Neither do I.
Nobody
Just
does.
breathe.
Yep.
Oh my god, okay.
Just drive it, baby.
Oh my god.
It took me a while too. Just like 1, 2, 3, go. Stab yourself.
I got close up. Oh my god, this is so. Okay.
If you want to take a break,
Do it.
just relax. Take a deep breath and believe that what we're telling you, there'll be a little sharp little pinch, nothing crazy, and then it goes into your fatty layer of your skin where there's no nerve ending, so you'll feel it.
I guarantee your tattoo hurts more.
I'm sure it does. 90 degrees, okay. Oh, damn it.
Well, if you're not up to it, I can give it to you the first one this time. You can come back the next time and I can watch you do it.
Can you help me just push it in? Are you able to do
Sure,
that?
absolutely. What?
Okay.
All right, go ahead and let go. All right, I want you.
I think I can push the fluid in.
All right, go ahead. Grab a hold of that. I want you. No, hold. You can grab the barrel. Grab the barrel. You don't have to. What I want you to look at though is where that is. Okay. Now get your hand up there, and it's going to be a little hard to push. Okay. Can you get your fingers around it? See what I mean by it? You pushed it. Let's go in a little bit. It's just going to take you a little bit of time. That's all.
I don't feel it going in. It's kind of weird.
I know. So you
If
have
I
a
see
plan.
it's going in.
Yeah. Okay. I guarantee you won't be shaking like this the next time. But you
I don't know, I'm sure, yeah.
But just take it. Don't force. Just nice, even, slow pressure. Okay. I mean, because the smaller the needle, smaller the barrel, the higher the PSI. You know what I mean? You just really, as opposed to an 18 gauge with a bigger. You're not creating as much force. Just nice, slow, and easy, and do it until it's buried. You got it. Okay, pull it straight out. Bam. Okay, watch out, don't stab yourself. Okay, here, just kind of clean you up a little bit there. Okay.
Good.
And get you a Band-Aid. I'm gonna put a Band-Aid on it.
Oh, I think it's good. It looks like it's almost done
Sure.
at this point.
Yeah.
Testosterone!
Congratulations, high five.
Oh my god!
That's your first one?
Yeah!
Well, you are on your way. Okay. It's.
It really didn't hurt. It was more the.
Oh yeah, it's a mental thing. Yeah, And I had no problem sticking it. And it didn't hurt though, did it? Just, I mean, maybe just just.
I figured I would show you guys my setup. So this is the little, the stitch isn't part of it, but this is the little biohazard needle box that they gave me to dispose my needles for, like, and it's pretty easy. Like, I got this from the hospital, not from the pharmacy. It's hard to do one-handed, but you just like lift these tabs up, and then to seal it off when you're done, you like bend these tabs down and stick them in, and it actually seals it off. And I just keep Stitch on there for decoration. I've got my alcohol pads, and then the testosterone just gets stored in my cabinet because it just has to be in a dry area. And then I store all of my needles under the sink and my syringes under the sink in a little plastic bag just to keep them all together. It's pretty simple. Wow, okay, so first day on T. I cannot describe how, like, overwhelmingly happy I am right now. I just, like, this is something that I've been waiting for such a long time, you know? Like, since middle school, I've wanted to be on testosterone, and now, like, all of a sudden I am. Like, it always seemed like this distant, like, it's gonna happen, but not now. Like, it'll happen eventually, but not now. But, like, it's happening now, and it doesn't feel like it's real. And it's amazing. I am so happy. But, like, here's my voice, first day of T. Here's my face, my round baby face. Here it is. Here's my arms. I don't know what do you show off? I guess you can't really see me flex too much on this one. You can see me flex a lot more on that. But, like, one day on T. Oh my gosh. I did actually go out. I was planning to do this as soon as I found out I was going to get T. I went out to this, like, really fancy shaving place, and I got myself a little starter kit. This was like $30. The guy was really nice. He showed me how to use it. This is like a little starting oil that just kind of like preps your face, and it helps loosen any like snagged hairs. This is the shaving cream and the brush, and he showed me how to properly use the brush and how it helps like lift the hairs and stuff. And this is like an after balm that he put it on my hand, and it's not greasy at all. It actually feels really nice, and I think it'll be really good, and it should help with my acne, because like I have a like moderately oily face right now, but I do a lot of like skincare to keep my acne away the best I can. I mean, I still get little breakouts and stuff every now and then, but like I know that the testosterone is just gonna like, I'm gonna have so much acne. And my doctor did say that if my acne gets too bad, we can put me on an acne medication. But I'm hoping I can just like keep my face clean, and that will help. I know I won't need to use this for a minimum of 2 to 3 months. Most guys, it takes even longer than that. But like, knowing me, I'm gonna see like one baby hair and be like, I'm growing a beard, oh my god, and like shave my whole face, because that's just like what I'm gonna do. But I thought this was like my nice little gift to myself for finally starting to transition, and like, you know, treat yourself. Like, if you give yourself a shot for the first time ever in your life, like, treat yourself. If you're taking a big like step towards something that you know you are, treat yourself. But yeah, it doesn't feel real. I haven't been able to stop smiling all day. I've been very energetic. I was energetic like before I went to because I had an appointment today at 9 in the morning. And that was to get the prescription. And I was expecting to come back a few days later, but my doctor was like, oh no, my nurse has an opening today. Just come back later today and you can do your shot. I was like, wait, what? Really? So I picked up my testosterone and my syringes, and then I went back to my doctor's office, and I was taught how to inject. And I started the day that I got my testosterone, which is really lucky. A lot of guys have to wait a few days after they get their testosterone. But I've, like, when I picked up my testosterone and my syringes and I had it in my hand, I was like, all of a sudden, like, it hit me that this is real, and I got really anxious and really excited. And then, like, the whole time, I was shaking so bad in the doctor's office. When I went to stick the needle in the vial of testosterone, like, my hands were doing this number, and like, it was, I had to, like, stabilize my hand on the vial before I could, like, plunge it through so I could actually, like, find the center. And, like, I got an adrenaline rush after I did it because I was so happy, and I was like, I did it. Like, I've started. And it was so crazy. And then about 30 minutes later, like, and the needle doesn't, like, the needle I have does not hurt at all. And, like, the testosterone doesn't hurt. I was really shocked. Like, I have a low pain tolerance, and it did not hurt for me. I was very surprised by that. So I think I'll be able to self-inject next week without any help. I'll be able to just, like, because it doesn't hurt. Like, now that I know that it doesn't hurt. But I'm, like, I kind of came down from the adrenaline rush, and I don't know if this is actually the testosterone or the placebo effect. It could be the placebo effect, but I injected, like, right here, and about 30 minutes after, I felt, like, a tiny sore spot. Nothing, like, too uncomfortable or anything, but just, like, a little sore spot where I injected. But it wasn't bad at all. But that could have just been the placebo effect, and same with my energy. I have been, like, since I got the shot, very energetic all day. And, like, I'm still energetic, but I don't know if it's just because I'm still excited and it's the adrenaline, or if it's the testosterone, like, starting to go into my system. Because I chose to do the stomach fat injection because it takes a little longer to disperse, so it disperses slowly through the week, whereas the thigh injection disperses a lot faster, and so it can cause a more unstable mood in some people, and I am a very emotional person, so adding a possible unstable mood on top of it was not my cup of tea. So I was like, I'll go for the stomach one, I'll do the weekly shot instead of the bi-weekly shot. But I'm glad I went with the stomach one because injecting into fat is also a lot easier, and the needle is a lot shorter for that one. And that's very nice when you have a fear of needles. But yeah, I've just been like I went to the mall with my friend who filmed for me afterwards, and the whole time I was just like that was the entire time we were at the mall. I just couldn't sit still. And again, I don't know, that's the adrenaline or the testosterone or the excitement or all three of them, or I don't know, but, like, I'm just so excited and I can't stop moving. But here we are, June 16th. It's June 16th, 2016. And I am on my first day of testosterone.